Well, I saw Spider-Man Far From Home, and it was good. On to the review. Spider-Man Far From Home is the sequel to 2017's Spider-Man Homecoming. It's a decent follow-up, but I have a few thoughts on it. So I'm going to split this review into 3 parts. I'm going to talk about the good, the okay, and the bad. So let's get on to the good. What I like about this film is that the cast have really good chemistry with each other. Peter and MJ they well connect to each other. Peter and Ned, they're just a comedic duo. And Peter and Mysterio, at the beginning of the film, he is a mentor. But at the end of the film, he is just... they are bounce off each other. He makes the perfect villain for Peter. I also like the fact that the twist at the end, which was we all saw predictable, but they played it out well, is that Mysterio and the Elementals, they were both fakes. And I just liked it. I also liked that it doesn't take place in New York. It's a different setup and it's a different follow-up. And I really like that. The Elementals were fine, it's just that I just felt like they served the purpose. I can't talk today. They served the purpose just to get Mysterio and Peter introduced to each other. And I felt like they could have made a creative way to it, but I'm fine with it. It was decent and I liked it. I also liked Peter and MJ's relationship. It was very, very... well, you were here and you were there. There were some parts where you thought, oh, is he going to screw this up? Or are they going to get together? In the end, they got together and... yeah. So, let's get on to the okay. Okay, so this is where we dive a bit into spoiler territory. So, if you haven't seen the film yet, click away right now. So anyways, what I felt was okay was the final battle. And I felt like the first part of it was okay, but the way it ended, it could have been way better. Like, we kept going from Peter to his friends and Happy, then Peter and his friends. Just stick with Peter. I want to see the action, you know? And I also... that suit of the Mysterio wore, it wasn't even the suit he saw in one of the trailers, or half the movie. It was just some special effects suit, and it looked so bad. And Jake Gyllenhaal, he's a good actor, but he kind of looked bulged in that suit. Like, he looked fat, and I just couldn't take him seriously in that. Like, I like how it was so comic accurate, and I wanted them to fight. Like, they should have made it like Mysterio made an illusion of himself, and they would have fought. I can't talk. They would have fought, and then Peter would have moved on. Then Mysterio would have been defeated, and yeah. And I felt like the girl that Ned was dating through the whole film, she was just annoying to me. And I'm like, who are you? She annoys the hell out of me, and I just don't get why they did that, so... on to the bad. Okay, so let's talk about Happy. Like, he was good in the first film. He had a reason to be there. In this one, we only see him for like a few scenes. And he's mainly hitting on Aunt May. And which I still have a problem with being that young. Anyway, the only reason he was there was so he could get the kids out of there and in that final battle. And I just don't get why they docked Happy like that. MJ, like I said before, I didn't have a problem with her, but just, she felt a bit bland to me in this film. Like, I'm glad we saw more of her and got more in depth with her character, but I don't know, she just annoyed me a little bit, like, bland. Mysterio, he was a good villain, but that final suit though, like, I also think that they could have presented the twist a little better. Like, instead of making a whole toast about it and explaining it in one take, they could have done that way better. And the fact that he worked with Tony Stark, it just annoys me. Like, why is everyone connected to Tony Stark? And why are people still going after him even though he's dead? And the Edith glasses, could have gotten something way cooler than glasses. Even though they were Tony's, but yeah, I just didn't like that. Samuel L. Jackson was fine in this, but you could tell, like, spoiler, but you could tell that he was a Skrull the whole time. It was a surprise to me, but looking back at some clips I saw on YouTube, I can see that he was a Skrull, because Nick Fury wouldn't, like, be that naive to Mysterio. And in Captain Marvel, he said, everyone calls me Fury, no one calls me Nick. And in the beginning, Maria Hill calls him Nick, and not Fury. So, dead giveaway right there. And Mysterio, again, good villain, but the fishbowl just made me laugh. Like, I like how they made it like a technology nanotech thing in this, but it just made me laugh. But I'm glad they went comic accurate. So, that's the bad. Far From Home is a decent follow-up to Homecoming. I almost said Far From Home there. Anyways, though it has its flaws, it's still a good film. Very, very good. I give it an 8 out of 10. If it just got rid of the pointless characters and that final fight could have been just a bit better, it would have been boosted to a 9. Anyways, that's all from me. If you like this video, drop a like, subscribe, and share with your friends. If not, well, I'm sorry, but yeah. That's all from me, and I'll talk to you all later. Cheers.
Take a look at that stone.